Hi guys, this is part 4 of my garden tour. So I'm just going to show you some of the plants growing in the front of my house. I'm going to be honest, I'm more of an edible gardener than one who tends after flowers. But my grandmother passed in October of 2020 and she loved flowers. And just kind of thinking about her, I'm going to try to do a better job with maintaining my flowers. And also flowers are great attractors for bees, and those bees will in turn pollinate my fruits and vegetables. So I'm going to try to do better. So here I go. This right here, this is a butterfly bush that was here since I moved in. I prune it back because when I prune it, it flowers better. It has purple flowers. And then right here, so right here is a fig. This is a Chicago hardy fig. And of course, I have to prune this every year. The good thing about figs is that figs fruit on the current year's growth. So I can hard prune this and it's still going to give me figs. Another reason why I prune it is because you can see it's kind of close to the corner of my house. And I don't really want it covering up the corner. It had gotten so high to where it was reaching for my gutters. That is not okay. So I prune it annually. And then back here, again, I need to do a better job. I know. I plan on adding like leaves and mulch here, but I've got all kinds of things growing and I don't know what all this stuff is called. I know I have, oh gosh, I don't know what they're called. Anyway, I'll just let you see them. And I'm sure you know better than I do what they're called. There will be lots of pretty flowers here, and I've got to weed and stuff. Back in the back, I don't know what those are called either, but I love the pretty purple flowers. You'll see some on the other side. And then, of course, here is a cactus that I got from my grandfather. He passed on, so I try to keep this going in his memory. And then, again, more flowers, a holly bush that I have to keep after because I don't want it any bigger than that. And it tries to take over everything. I threw some bulbs back here and they're growing, but my chickens keep digging this up. So it's a bit hard to keep those bulbs covered. I know I put in some, they were like candy cane, I don't know what they are, but I know I put those in. And right here, something I'd like you to see is this thing right here. That is a mulberry, mulberry, ever-bearing mulberry that I got. She's starting to wake up. I was going to put her in the ground, and she should grow in the ground just fine here, but I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm going to put her in a pot because I want mulberries, but I don't want her to get that big, and I know mulberries can get out of hand. Back here this was sold to me as a cinnamon plant. And you know what? I got tired of lugging that thing around, so I've just left it outside. And it's been outside during the winters for, I'm going to say, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years, and it doesn't die. Now, granted, it's on the south side of my house, and it's right there against the building, so maybe that's why it doesn't die. But I almost think I need to put that in the ground and just let it be what it's going to be. So, also here on my porch, until I get them out somewhere else, I have planters of strawberries. These strawberries I kept in my greenhouse, and so I mean they've been going strong, and you can see they're already flowering. Most of these strawberries are Ozark Beauty. There is one little quinault. It's not doing so well. I planted some sequoia strawberries. There's one strawberry that I grew from seed, and actually there are two. One that I grew from a seed that I got from a strawberry in a grocery store. I have no idea what type of strawberry that would be. And these right here are Alpine White. I just started these seeds in January, so these probably won't bear until next year. And then down here, again, I had a variety of plants right here. I tried to sow some stuff, but my chickens keep digging it up, so I don't know. And then right here is what my neighbor calls, excuse me, a snowbell bush. I don't know. That's what she calls it. And then here are those purple flowers I was telling you about. They're very pretty. Again, I need to do some maintenance on my flower bed. Here is another holly bush that I have to keep after, or else it grows everywhere. Now, guys, I want you to see this. So this aloe got huge, and honestly, I got tired of lugging it in and out and in and out. And like, once it becomes so big, there is no more repotting. So I had some more aloe, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just let this one go. So I just threw this out of the pot and just laid it down here. This thing has been out here all winter in like 19-degree, 20-degree weather, and you can tell it's had issues, but the thing is still alive. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant it right there. If it wants to live, let it live, but it can't live in a pot because it's too big. And then here are some other bushes and stuff that need trimming. Here are my lovely chickens. Some of the makers of the noise that you were hearing behind the lovely chickens. You see the pawpaws. I already talked about the pawpaws. And then let's look over here. So over here you see one of my fig bushes. Don't know what type of fig bush that is. That produces a medium-sized fig. Very sweet, delicious. It produced prolifically last year. And down here is another fig bush. Believe it or not, this fig bush is the same age as the fig bush I just showed you, but I've had the hardest time getting this thing to make it through the winter. I tried something different this year. I put mulch down heavily, and then I wrapped up those two stems, and they made it through the winter. Honestly, there was a big stem coming right out of the middle that made it through the winter as well. So I don't think I need to wrap it. I think the key to getting this thing to survive is mulch. And so although you can't tell it, it's starting to push out new growth, which if I can get the camera to focus right here, oopsies,